Hey you guys, it's me, Julia. I'm back again with another vlog. Y'all already know. Okay, so I'm coming basically with this video to, I guess, really just talk. Yeah, this video is really not planned. It's really not, I guess, premeditated. It's just off the cuff. As you can see, I'm in the bathroom. Like, I need to wash my makeup off. I had a shoot. So, yeah, it's the look. I love it. Can we get into those eyes though? Let me look. Wait. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so if you're new to my channel or if you don't know of me or about me, then I guess I'm gonna just really tell you about myself right now. My name is Julia. I'm a trans female. I was thinking the other day, I never really did a transition journey. I never told you guys how I started or got started, and I get a lot of questions for like, how did you figure it all out? How did you start doing certain things? I believe when I started YouTube, it was about, I think it was like 3 months. I really didn't have like no boobs at all, and yeah, I was just new, trying to really figure it all out in front of a camera, you know, while holding a camera and showing my experiences as they happen. So let's start from the beginning. Yeah, growing up, I wouldn't say I knew I was trans out the womb. Like, I wasn't that person. Like, I'm trans. No, I wasn't never that person. But I definitely knew I was different. I knew I was different at an early age, very early. Like elementary early, when all the little girls was liking boys, I was liking the boys too. You know what I mean? First crush, a boy. So I knew that wasn't the typical way society was gonna like be for me, but it felt natural for me. So let's go from middle school. By the time I was out of elementary school, I knew what it was. I identified as a gay male. High school, same thing. I had a boyfriend. It was a serious relationship of 2 years. So I really never dated in high school. I never really like experimented because I was really in a relationship. So never really got into anything. But again, I identified back then as a gay male. The whole trans thing, I remember being very expressive. I was always flamboyant. And when I say flamboyant, just really expressive, like the long nails, just created within my clothing and what I wore, and just my personality. I was so like outgoing. I'm still outgoing, but yeah, I remember because I used to wear my nails long, and I used to, you know, I guess that was really it. Like, I really was into nails. Like, nails was my thing. Like, I loved my nails. Like, you can tell me nothing about my nails. Like, I would be baggy jeans, fitted braids with long nails like this. Like, so I know it was throw people off, and a lot of people thought I was like a drag queen or I was a cross dresser. Like, in the nighttime, I used to get questions so many times of like, where do you perform and what's your stage name? And I'm like, stage name? The fuck? Like, I'm none of that. You know what I mean? I don't do that. And my family members, they asked me, as well as my boyfriend at the time, like, are you thinking about transitioning? Like, would you ever transition? And I remember back then, I was like, no, of course, I would never do anything like that. No, never. Little did I know, this is what it was gonna be. I would fast forward to a few years ago. I've been transitioning now for 2.5 years. It's almost 3. It'll be 3 in January, on January 21st. I'm gonna describe it as, one day I woke up, I always tell a story, but one day I woke up and I wanted boobs. Like, I just wanted boobs. Like, who just wakes up and wants boobs? Like, I need boobs. I was never that person. Like, boobs? What is you talking about? Like, I didn't even want to be a girl. I remember that feeling never left me. It never left me. It was a feeling I had one day that it kept repeating, coming back, coming back, coming back, and I'm like, what is this feeling about? Like, what is it? Like, why do I want boobs? Like, that's not even what I wanted to do. Like, that's not even what I want to do. That's not even a desire I always had. What is happening? I remember talking to people in my family. I really wasn't talking to a lot of people. Like, it was just really maybe like one person that I really express this to, you know? And like, I don't know what's going on with me. Like, it's just so crazy. And I remember during this point, I got really sad and depressed and I was down, and, you know, it felt like something was missing in my life. Like something was missing and I didn't know what it was. Like, what is it like that's missing? I'm thinking boobs because I wanted them. After being depressed and after a year of this feeling, I said, you know what, this is something I need to explore. This is something I need to figure out because I think I'm crazy. I was thinking I was crazy. Like, you're crazy. Stop. Like, Julia, stop thinking these thoughts. Like, what is your problem? Like, you know, I prayed on it. I tried to like get it away from me and it just didn't go away. It didn't go away. And I remember I had seen a therapist because at this point, I just thought I was batshit crazy. I just thought I was like, oh, you're crazy, you're insane, you're mentally unstable, you don't know your identity, you don't know who you want to be. You know, I knew who I was, but I just didn't know what was happening and why I was so sad and depressed. So I decided to talk to a therapist. She said that, have you ever, you know, thought about transitioning? And I'm like, oh my gosh, here we go with this again. Like, no, I don't want to transition. I don't want to be a woman. I'm just telling you I want boobs. Whatever that means, I just want them. I remember she asked me questions like, did I know trans person? Was I familiar with it? And I was like, no, I don't even know what trans is. What is that? Isn't that when people turn from this to this? And I was like, that's not me. Yeah, like that's not me. Just over the course of time talking to her, we talked and touched on a lot of topics and how I felt. And it's something where you make that connection in your life where it's like, ting, oh, this is why. I remember being young and in elementary school, and it was always boys have to like blue and girls have to like pink. Okay, I like pink. Like, I like pink, like pastel pink, what's up? Like, that was me. So I hated that stigma of boys have to do this, girls have to do this, you have to like this color, you have to like that color. I hated that. Even when at gym class, when it was like boys over here, girls over here, I wanted to be over here because I'm a girl. Like, or I felt like my aura was female, or I identify with a woman more than a man. Like, I don't want to be over there with the rough boys. I want to be over here looking cute with the girls. You know what I mean? It was always like that. I hated to be singled out as boy over here. I hated to be singled out as, all right, all my friends are going to the girls' bathroom, and I'm like, I don't want to go to the boys' bathroom. Like, I remember that. I never thought anything of it, even back then. I just thought boys was gross, and I didn't want to identify with them. I was prissy, you know? I was feminine. I've always looked at documentaries, and I've always been so fascinated with trans people. Like, on TV. I never met one, or I never really been exposed like that to any trans people. But, you know, I was just always interested if I seen it on TV or something, or I was like, wow, how did she do that? How did he do that? Like, I was so interested. Like, I couldn't get my mind off of it. By this point, I've been seeing a therapist. You know what I said? Let me go on YouTube, because, you know, I never seen anybody like me before, like a black girl who's just starting to transition and things like that. And I had questions. I was confused. I really didn't know. And I watched, I can't remember who was it on YouTube that I watched, but I remember watching a girl, and she was talking about her transition, and she was very new. And I was like, she was just saying how she felt. And I'm like, that's how I feel. Like, that's, oh my God, that's it. Like, and she was saying, I'm transgender. I'm like, what? Okay, is that me? Because that's how I feel. Like, everything that this girl was saying, that's exactly how I felt. The point came for me to actually go to a hormone doctor and figure out about hormones and a trans clinic and things like that. And yeah, I remember my very first appointment, I got prescribed my hormones. I picked them up. I brought them home with me. And before I took my hormones, I prayed. I said, God, whatever is gonna happen, I just want you to guide my footsteps. I want you to protect me. And I want you to be with me on this journey. And yeah, ever since I took that pill, that missing piece of me I felt fulfilled immediately. I never looked back. I never wanted to change my mind. I never thought I was making the wrong decision, because it felt like me. It felt, for once in my life, like, for once in my life, everything came full circle, and I didn't feel like an outcast. I didn't feel like, what's going on? Why do I like to do this? It just felt like something I was genuinely doing for myself. It's just funny because I remember making those videos, and I only started YouTube because I said, you know what? I don't think anybody has the dynamic that I have or outlook that I have. Or if people do, I didn't see it at the time. Now YouTube is just saturated and people are just out. It's so many trans YouTubers, which is so good because it's visibility for us, you know, and it makes us feel like we have a friend, we know somebody personally, we know their story, you know, we can get advice and things like that. So that's why I started my channel to begin with. And I remember even making my I am transgender video. I laughed at that video looking back on it when I watched it maybe like 2 weeks ago, because that was the first time I ever said out loud I was trans. The very first time in life. I'll link it down below. It's really embarrassing. Oh my gosh. It's so embarrassing. But a lot of you guys who've been rocking with me, y'all seen the video. But that was my very first time in my life saying out loud that I'm transgender and me owning it. And I remember that was like my first month on hormones. And yeah, you guys, so the point of this story, why am I rambling, why I even came to talk to you guys today was sometimes starting or while we even in our transition, we're not going to have all the answers. We're not going to have everything figured out, you know. We're not going to have a map of things that's going to happen. Like, I'm going to take hormones, I'm going to get my surgery, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. This trans journey is literally a roller coaster. It's like, you don't know what's gonna happen. You can get all the surgery in the world that you want and still be the most saddest person on earth, you know? So I just want to give advice to all my trans girls and trans men out there as well. Just to, you know, take it one day at a time. There is no rule book for what you gotta do. I mean, there's a guideline, like take hormones, transition, yada yada yada, change your name, your clothes, things like that, but do it at your own pace. Do it at your own pace. Don't ever look at somebody and feel like I have to do this, I have to be this, I have to say this, I have to act like this. Be yourself. Be the best version of a woman that you envision yourself. But let it be yourself. Does that make sense? You don't have to be like, oh, I'm a woman now, oh my God, I talk like this, and oh my gosh, and my voice have to be this high, and you know, I just can't like be so, like, no. Be who you are, you know, and it'll just come authentically, you know, it'll just come naturally to who you are. So again, I hope this video helps. I just felt like coming here and talking to you guys and showing y'all my beat. But yeah, I hope this helps somebody, and you know, hopefully you guys learned a little bit more about me. And yeah, you guys, until the next video, I want to do a Q&A as well. So if you guys have any questions for me, definitely comment down below, and I'll compile a Q&A for you guys because I haven't did one. It's been so long. And 2017, let's kick it off. Like, what's up? Yeah, I know I've been MIA, but I've been working on projects for you guys. Trust me. 2017, nah, I'm giving it my all, so make sure it could be lit. Make sure you guys get content, inspiring. Just trust me. Trust me, please. So on that note, again, you guys, air hugs. I love each and every one of you out there so much. Thank you so much for supporting me, rocking with me for 2.5, 3 years. It means the world to me. I love each and every single one of you. Until the next video, you guys. Peace.